Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I want to bring you the update on my Cyclone dual wield crit Impale Paradoxica Slayer, right? I call it the Cyclone because Impale, Paradoxica, and Cyclone like Cyclone. I mean, I like the name, I don't know. Anyway, so I was talking about some upgrades that I want to do on my character in the last video, that's like 2 days ago. So I played a bunch of tier 16 maps. I'm currently grinding here, Uber Elders, Shaper Guardians, and so on. So I've done 10 Uber Elders, like 2 of those were on the Blade Vortex, so I've done 8 Uber Elders on the Cycloner. It's very, very smooth, and I don't think there is any much more currency needed. I also did Uber Atziri. I did the 4 way carry for now, just to unlock my 4th map or 5th map device. Then I've did a couple of Masterminds Deathless, so as I said, I don't think there is any much more currency needed for this build. So, I would say, let's take a look at some boss kills and also the Uber Elder that I just did here with these portals here right before I just stopped the stream just to record this video for you guys, because I think it's time to go for something else. So yeah, let's check out the boss kills. Welcome back, hope you enjoyed this clips here, and also the Uber Elder. Sadly, just shit drops like all over the place. I don't know, like out of these 10 Uber Elders that I did, there was just one single Watcher's Eye that I could sell for 1 Exalt, and that's about it. The rest of the loot is still garbage, a couple of Chaos every time, so I'm not really making a lot of currency out of that. And for whatever reason, I'm doing all the Blight mechanics here just for like spending the resources. Where is it? Spend Blight resources that just need like minions and buffs. So probably minions I'm going to finish today, and buffs probably tomorrow or something. So like there is no patch still, okay? We're still waiting for this buff patch here on the Blight mechanic. So for now, I'm just trying to get all my Blight resources gone and so on. And once I've done every single Blight challenge here, I'm still missing like 4 rare monsters and also 3 unique bosses. But once I've done this and the patch still didn't hit, I think I'm just not going to do it anymore in the Guardian maps. The weird thing is, since I want to talk about the build and also like the progression throughout the last couple of days, I'm just tunneling tier 15 to spawn Uber Elder, and then I'm running 8 tier 16 maps, the Guardian maps, and the highest that I got out of that was a tier 10 Blighted map. So I have no idea how you're supposed to do. Besides, yeah, I know some of you guys will probably found a tier 15 Blighted map already, maybe 1, maybe 2. But for me, personally, as a player, after doing like probably 30, 40, 50 tier 16 Guardian maps, the highest that I got was a tier 10. So, first of all, they're super rare. Second of all, I have no idea how I got those high tier maps besides buying them. So I hope that they're gonna like buff the drop rate of those Blighted maps as well. Alright, let's talk about the changes for the build itself. The only, or at least the major change that I did was one-hand the chest. So as I said in the last video, it was just minus 15 mana cost to reduce to make my Cyclone cost no mana at all, right? I spent like probably 1,000 chaos into fossils, maybe even 1.2k chaos in worth of fossils, since the serrated are still like, if you want to buy them in bulk, like 20 chaos or something per piece. And this is supposed to be the final result. I have like 120 life. With the crafted life, it's almost 150 with maim and the mana cost, which is super nice. So that basically buffs my tooltip at the moment to 70,000. That doesn't include any kind of double damage, or I think it doesn't, then Impale and so on. So it's way higher than that, but still, it's a lot of DPS upgrade. So currently running my Cyclone on an 8 link here, just because the maim and the mana cost also counts as a link, so 6 plus 2 is 8. Yeah, we're good in math. Alright, so what else did I change? I bought, or at least I upgraded my Cyclone gem to 21, just because a 2020 gives you max range of 6, and the 21 gives you of 7. So that just increases a little bit the AoE of my Cyclone. And just if you're wondering, hey, mbX, is Cyclone worth to play in 3.8 after the nerfs and so on? Yes, it is. It is very, very strong. I'm having a really good time playing the Cycloner even after the nerfs. I don't really feel it's a nerf. I mean, damage-wise, since I had way, way better gear last league, and I'm still having absolutely no problem with 1x Paradoxicus at the moment, I haven't upgraded my weapon, because the ones that I want to have, they're probably about 10 exalts or something like that. So even though I'm still running the cheaper, or at least like one of the cheapest Paradoxicus with Fizz and attack speed that are on the market, which I set 1x per piece, what I paid, there is absolutely no problem dealing with any kind of content, like delving and so on. Like, I'm currently down to, let me check, I think somewhere at 200 or so. Yeah, 204 at the moment. Since, yeah, Sulfite is a problem, as we all know, but still not a single problem. I even leveled up to 95.5 at this stage, so almost 95.5, so I'm not really dying a lot on this character either. So I just have to say, I still love Cyclone. Even after the nerfs, I don't really feel the nerfs. Unless you're going super heavy into AoE, then you're probably gonna feel the nerf. But for me, just playing it as a boss carry, as a mapper, with an Astral Plate instead of a Carcass Jack without increased area of effects, I'm just using Infused Channeling. So the only thing that I use is Pulverize. I'm still having a blast here, and don't think that the Cyclone area is small by any means here, okay? So, what else did I change beside the chest? The Impersense that I was talking about before, where I had my Custom Death Portal here. Now I changed, since I have the Impersense, my vulnerability doesn't cost any mana to reserve, so I'm running a Vulnerability, Blasphemy, and an Empower level 3 to have this free vulnerability here, the empowered version, besides all my other auras like Precision, Dread Banner, Blood and Sand, Flesh and Stone, and Pride. So, just to make sure, this is not going to be a full build guide now, since I pretty much covered everything on the previous video. So if you want to check that out, that is pretty much the same items here. I haven't changed the rare items yet. The boots, gloves, everything is still the same. The only changes that I did was actually the Impresence and the upgraded chest. And now, since I've done a couple more Uber Elders, Guardians, and so on, I'm just gonna say, probably it's not even worth spending more, even though you can spend countless amounts of currency into this build, and you're gonna make it even better and better and better and better. But even though having 4.8k life, don't forget, we are running Infused Channeling, which gives us another layer of defense. Also, with the Fortify, I am even scaling into the Improved Fortify. So it's really not a big deal, right? So I rarely get one-shotted at all, even though my HP pool is not that big. But just because I have so many layers of defense in there, it works out quite fine for me. So in terms of allocating, I did allocate my first item. Yay! It's versatile. So I wasn't even sure if I should just replace all of these points here and just skilling up, because I needed this versatility node. Just because of the intelligence and also the accuracy rating, since I still have running the the Enlighten level 3. So an Enlighten level 4 here, Enlighten level 4 here, and an Empower level 4 here would be a big upgrade, especially the Enlighteners, because all of my auras here, Dread Banner, Pride, Precision, Flesh and Stone, and Blood and Sand, will have a lot less mana reserved, so that's why I can level up my Precision even higher and aim for the 100% hit chance. Currently 97, so even with one Enlighten, it's probably even possible, or two, that you're getting to 100% hit chance, 100% Impale chance, and this is just like sick, right? But yeah, since we have the Anointment now, this one is really cheap, double green, and one of these, I forgot the name about that one, Opalescent. So all of these here are self-found, okay? I even found the golden one yesterday. So a double green plus this one, I think, is a total cost of 20 or 25 chaos at all. So this node, attack speed, accuracy rating, crit strike chance, dex and intelligence, everything we need is on the amulet now. So for 20 chaos here, and the Impresence itself goes for a couple of chaos actually. It's not even expensive if you count in the what is it, vulnerability, mana reserve. So it did count that in any way. So we're talking about freaking 15 chaos for this amulet to have your free vulnerability and just anoint this one on it. It's super cheap. Better than just spending much more currency into that. What you could do anoint anyways is, or at least on top of that, is probably Whispers of Doom for an Assassin's Mark, Warlord's Mark, Poacher's Mark ring, something like that. Or you get even the Lucidity with the channeling skills, deal more damage, minus mana cost of skills. So there has been a little bit of rework, and people were telling me that the minus mana cost for Clarity is gone. You now have non-channeling skills of minus mana cost, but there is still mana cost for channeling skills, but it's like very reduced. Channeling skills have -3 mana cost. I think that this one is actually the highest. I'm not even sure. So probably. So what you can do is take this on the left ring, take this one on the right ring, or on the amulet, something like that. So you would got 3, 6, 9, or you even anoint up this one that I just said, which gives you another -3. So double the craft plus Lucidity anointed would give you free Cyclone as well, because Cyclone costs, I think, exactly 9 mana. So I just think that going with the Astral Plate with a -50 mana cost, or not even Astral Plate, but still the -50 mana cost is quite fine. Because for the Leap Slam, I'm just using Blood Magic, and I don't need anything else, right? That's why I'm reserving like almost like 100% of my mana anyways. Because as I said, Leap Slam, Blood Magic, and here we have this one socket in. So yeah, GG, I don't need anything else. So I can freely choose whatever I want for my rings, and also Amulet, and so on. Okay, so for Flasks, one thing that came up, why no, what is it called? The, god damn it, the Lion's Roar, right? Lion's Roar is a very insane flask in terms of damage, right? So let me put this one here, Lion's Roar. So I want to cover this one as well, but people usually that watch my videos do actually know why I'm not using that. And this is because of the knockback. So, Lion's Roar gives you up to 25% more melee damage. So that's a lot of damage. But the problem is, adds knockback to your melee attacks. And this is something I hate, you know? When I'm cycloning, the last thing I want to do is push enemies away, so I have to follow them around if I'm not one-shotting them, right? And this is the only reason, just a quality of life fact, why I'm not using Alliance Roar Flask. And yes, it is a big update in terms of damage, and yes, I know you cannot knock back Shaper or Guardians and stuff, but still, like, I'm a lazy player, right? I don't want to swap in gems, for example, like getting in an increased area of effect, and then for bosses swap to conk effect, maybe swap the flasks, maybe get some other gem setup. Like, you know, I'm just lazy. I just want to have a character, like, I'm mapping, okay, this is my setup, and I have the same setup for Uber Elder, and this is exactly what my build currently delivers without a problem. Mapping is fun, mapping is fast as well. I don't even have a problem with the blighted mechanic. So I was doing the challenge with the 8 rows or 8 lines of blight, you know. I didn't even fail on that one, so it's kind of easy basically. So if you have like freeze or minion turrets, you're gonna stoke up a lot of time basically to just jump there, kill off, jump there, kill off. You know, it's not even that bad as I expect it to be, but still there is other builds that will do a lot better job in here. So anything else? Yeah, cosmetics. I am having the Void Emperor weapon and the Void Emperor aura effect. So I got this one today, so I just want to check out. The only thing I have to complain about it looks pretty nice, but I think the swords could be bigger, right? So yeah, I like the Seraph swords the most just because they are just the biggest weapons, right? But still, they look quite fine here, as well as the aura effect looks pretty nice as well. So this time around, going with the Blood Guardian helm with a full Blood Guard set, by the way, with the Blood Guardian footprints. Then we have the Gore character effect, a Blood Knight wings, then double the Void Emperor with the Blood Knight weapon effect. Then we have the Transcendent Portal effect still, then the Dark Cyclone effect, that's this one here. With the Dark Immortal Call, with the Void Emperor aura effect, which I really like. It looks like really, really cool. Demonic Leap Slam, that's the red one when you land, when you don't really see too much. Yeah, you see it a little bit, yeah, the red demonic. Then Invisible for the Dread Banner, Pride does nothing. Carnage Aura, then Blood and Sand, Flesh and Stone is still the typical one. Alright, path of building link is in the description below with the updated character. As I said, I can just recommend this build. It's a lot of fun to play, even in Blight. So I want to still add, I haven't run a Blighted map with this one, okay? So I'm waiting for the update, the 3.8.1 update or something, where they're gonna buff the loot and just adjust the Blighted maps as well as the mechanic. So until that point, I'm just using the Blighted mechanic in the maps if I get them just for my challenges. But I cannot deliver you any kind of footage there, because why should I invest or why should I waste my Blighted maps now if I know it's going to be buffed in the next couple of days? So we're just gonna do it then when they fixed it. Okay guys, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching. I hope you have a lot of fun with this build as well as I did, and yeah, see you on the next video.